Right, here we are then. Let's see what gives. And let's lose the music too. And see if I can make this work. Center my view. And let's get this thing started. I'm a little bit to the left there. There we go, that'll do. That's something you don't have to do in VR, because it's... there
is still no external air and power.
You're always facing the front, right? Yeah, been a couple of days since I've done this. Right, ground power.
Chief, turn on the ground power. Copy.
Air.
Chief, connect ground air supply. Ground power is now on. Copy. Ground air supply is now connected.
Okay, let's try this again. Let's get rid of that cam and let's go for it.
Yep. ICS comm check. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
You okay?
It would be worthwhile at some point me setting up voice recognition for things like that, loud and clear, because, I mean, that's all you need to say, right?
Closing canopy. Check.
All good. There's an oxygen switch down here somewhere. Is that it? Yeah.
All right, ready to start.
Okay, let's crank left side. Cranking number 1. Let's get these lights on. They did at some point improve the lights, didn't they? Okay, let's put fuel into the... I haven't set that control up yet. Forgive me for this. I had to reset my computer and reset it all a little while ago. Some of you may be aware. And you lose all your setup when you do it, and when you've got every single module, that is a pain, believe me, that is a pain. F14B, you see I've already done some of them. There we go. Yeah. Right, waiting for number 1 to start. I like this new LCD display that they put in a few months ago.
Success.
Great success. I assume that's one of Havok's sounds. Cranking the right side. And... yeah, it's the thing when you haven't flown the module for a while, you forget the start, but the F14 wasn't that difficult to start. I seem to recall it being one of the easier ones. So I'm just going with the default loadout, which seems to be 2 bags and what looks like probably Mark 83s, certainly Mark 82s or Mark 83s. Looks like we've got a lantern on the right side. And yeah, that's it for now. Okay. I'll intend to go with a few different loadouts. Alright, so we got altimeter here. how high we are while Jester does his thing. And set that right. So we should be about 43 feet above. So I'm just going to tune that on here. Wow, okay. It's not often mission designers fiddle with the pressure this much. Look at that. 3043, pretty high. Okay. There we go. That's that one on. Let's get the radar nice and low. There we go, about 40 feet. Now we can see what he's doing. TACANs, so what are we looking at? 31 for where we're at. Is that already tuned in? Could be. 31, yes it is. Okay, well we'll leave that there. I'm trying to think anything else. Right, well with both engines running we can disconnect the ground stuff, right? So let's get the air source. Both engines, there we go. No, we don't want to abort the start. Ground crew, yeah, this is definitely not a tutorial video, this is a, as it says, me training, that is what this is. Ground air supply disconnect.
Disconnect ground air supply.
And power.
Turn off the ground power.
Ready to taxi.
Wow, okay, nice and quick. Must have stored the INS. Nose wheel steering. That's on. If I need to configure a couple of settings, you'll have to forgive me on that. So the wings are still folded back, which we need to get out of here. So let's go. Okay, let's bring him forward all the way. And I'll get rid of the mirrors. There we go. Do prefer it with them on, but I just think there's a little bit much with my computer trying to live stream in 1440 with mirrors as well in the Tomcat. Okay, let's bring the sweep lever back there. Press and hold the master reset for a couple of seconds. Push that thing in, shut that. And we should now have everything set on there. Sounds like the radar is ready as well. Okay, I think we can go. I'm not entirely convinced I've got my external lights set right, but I don't care about that now. It's a bombing mission. Put bypass on. What have we got there? Taxi light. Alright, I think we're ready to go. We'll soon see. Wings auto. Have a quick glance. The coast appears clear. And mill power. the speed up. Nose wheel steering off. Burners on. I'll put my controls up. Let's rotate. And we're up. Whoa. I need to perhaps add a few little curves in on the roll axis. Master arm on. And let's have a quick glance on the F10 just in case we don't fly, because he has a habit of just placing people with, you know, those shoulder-strapped heat seekers, and you can't see them and you don't know that they're there. I'm just looking to do some training. People hidden inside forests like that, they're quite hard. That's a helicopter and an A10 kind of a thing. I gotta say though, this Havok server, it's been around for years and I really enjoy it when just literally for like this, you haven't flown a plane for a while, you're just trying to get the hang of how to use the weapons again with the minimum amount of threat, I guess.
We've got a friendly 3-ship, Bra, 225, 57 miles, Angels 13.
I'm just gonna, that's not what I was looking for. Just controls. I just want to add...
There's a friendly, Bra, 240, 25 miles.
Right, my steering wheel definitely doesn't want to control anything. I just want to add some curves here. Axis tune. Maybe 15. Let's see how that goes. Let's set the wings to bombing mode. Come out with the burners. No, that was not what I was looking for. I was looking for the autopilot engage button. Just controls. Making a video showing some. It's autopilot. Where are we? Toggle. That'll do. This one. There we go. Save that now as the F14. Yep. Press it. There we go. That's what I was after. Because although there's no fly-by-wire in the F14, I found it does basically, or at least it did do, it trimmed it out for you, and then when you clicked it off, it was in trim. Alright, so there's the disused airfield out in front. Let's get the weapons ready. So air to ground mode. Let's get that in. Air to ground weapons, select ordnance. Okay, so they're Mark 82s. Let's try the Snake Eyes first. Do you get to choose whether they're slick or not, or is it just always with drag in the F14? Because I know the Snake Eye ones you always get to choose, right, usually. I always call it the special edition, but...
There's a friendly, 4 o'clock low, 2 miles.
Air to ground.
Laser armed.
Single. Nose tails. Mark 82 hotels. Okay,
I
well...
got nails on our nose, 12
Well,
o'clock.
let's see what happens. In we go. And... either the wind is really strong or the alignment is off. And I definitely waited until the guy said we were ready. Please don't have that messed up. Looks like there's a target just this side of the smoke in there. It's the thing with this, right? Unless you fly the same module over and over, if you've got them all, it can be really difficult. And then when they change everything round and then you got a problem with your... Yeah, look at that. That bomb fall line is way off. I'm not sure what's going on there. It could be because it's the Snake Eye and maybe there is some wind. It's like there's somebody behind me. Okay, fair enough. Hello, whoever that is.
Nails on our nose, 12 o'clock.
Okay, here's somebody just to the left of this group of trees, I think. Pickle. Well, we got it. It's smoking. Excellent. First kill. Whoa, it's a Harrier. He's trying to fly in formation as I'm spinning out. Let's get the burners on. Yeah. Got another one over here. Pickle. I wonder if that's going to hit. Did I get it? Hey, I did. Okay. I wasn't sure on that one because I slung it out in a turn and it weren't exactly lined up right, but... CCIP for the win, right? Pretty impressive considering it was a dragged shot with the wind. Okay, so the INS is aligned. It's because it's the drag bombs and we've got some wind. Pickle. Oh shit! Bollocks! At least I got the kill. Oh, I can't go through all that startup again. I know I said this was a F14, but I can't go through that startup again. I'm going to have to go through one of these that's in the air, so... Sorry about that, but... I forgot how fat the F14 was. Let's get a bingo on. 3,000, get rid of that. Boom, boom. Waypoint 1. Get that sequencing on. Dispenser bypass. Get the radar all the way down. Turn that on. Pause formation a tad, get the externals off. Air to ground mode on. What sort of stuff have we got? We've got laser guided. It's the 82B. Okay, they're like the Snake Eyes. And the JSC is... Oh, glider bombs. Okay. Have we got forward looking? We do. I found the glider bombs are loads more reliable than they used to be. I don't know if you remember in the olden days, glider bomb, you had to be, I don't know, about 10,000 feet and pretty much if you were too high or too low, it messed up. But I found, I was just messing around with it the other day, the glider bombs are actually... pretty cool now, and you can lob them over hills and all sorts. So let's try and... I'm such a fraud, aren't I? I said it was the F14. I bragged it after 3 bombs. Oh dear. Well, I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about that. Okay, let's get rid of these mirrors. I'm going to sling one of these over the hill then. That's the plan. So see, target of opportunity, instant, switch, TOO, switch back again, and wait for them to align. Uncage the burners. Everything else I think is set. I gotta say, out of all the modules, the F18 I feel the most at home in. I think it's probably because when I was playing DCS, when I first started, the Harrier was new out and everybody was playing the Harrier back at the time. Certainly on the online, and so I got it right. I started with the Mirage 2000, which was out before then, and so that was the first one that I got, but the Harrier was just coming out. The Oculus Rift had just come out. That's why I was even in DCS in the first place, because it was the only flight sim back then that had VR. And then at some point along came the F18, and it was like data link. The A10C of course had data link, but it was only with other A10s at the time, so it was the F18 really was a game changer. And for the people that joined DCS with the F18 already out and along comes the F16, I mean, yeah, times really have come on, but I'm going back before then. And so if you wanted a plane that could do it all, it had to be the F18. It was just as simple as that. And so, yeah, that's the end of the story. And looks like we've got 30 seconds to go for this alignment, so I'm going to get myself in position, because I fancy slinging the glider bomb from low and fast, and just to see how good it is. Again, I was in my training, if you want to call it that, or practice, messing around, that's the more appropriate term. I was slinging it over hills and it worked, but if I'm low down it should be pretty much the same, right? So we've already got the target acquired, so I'm not worried about the targeting pod doing its thing there. Let's just refresh just to be sure. Display, mission, pull up, let's pickle. I don't know if that was too close, but we'll see. Let's switch to the weapon view. Wow, hasn't even unfolded its wings. Wow, okay. That was like from basically point blank and we got it. I tell you what though, to the players that pick these, that go on these online servers, strap 8 of these glider bombs on and just fire them all off from about a 40-mile range with impunity, you're boring. Yes, we know you get the highest score doing that, but you're boring. There's no risk. There is no fun in what you're doing. It's just a score whoring exercise. It's boring. Don't do it. How did that even hit the target? It looks like the target is not destroyed. How did it hit a different target? Right, I've acquired that one. Pickle. Right, the wings have extended this time. By the way, that was a first for me. I've never seen a glider bomb without the wings go out and then hit a target that I didn't even lock up. I'm not exactly sure what happened there, but... Oh, look. He's next on my list. Or maybe it is destroyed. Let's have a quick look. No, it doesn't look like it's destroyed, does it? And there, that was my weapon. Okay, I really don't understand what that first target was, because was it just sheer luck that it hit something? I don't know. Because I definitely didn't switch targets. My TGP was looking at the same place the whole time. Oh well, one of those mysteries. Really helps having the Cougars. Do you know, I should make a video about the Cougars one time, because it is the cheapest thing that you can buy for your sort of flight sim setup that is the best thing as well. I'm just going to get rid of these glider bombs and then we'll get a bit close and personal, because they are a boring weapon once you know how to use them. They're reliable and they hit every time and they can glide for miles. Do you know what? Let's try looping and see if we can fire one literally doing a loop the loop, right? Let's have some fun with this. So let's zoom in. Let's make sure that we've got some precise coordinates, and then we'll see if we can't hit this fella doing a loop. Right, so he's I've got his position locked up. Right, so I'm just gonna go up and up and up, and then at the top of the loop, like about now, let's pickle. Yeah, okay. I like to have a bit of fun sometimes in DCS. Who doesn't, right? Who just likes to go by the rules and all of that business? Because that's... let's open that as well. Let's have a look. Is this glider bomb? Go on, place your bets. Is it going to hit? I don't want to end up crashing though while we're what. So let's put a barometric hold there. Let's put the auto throttle there, and let's switch back to glider bomb view. Too late to place your bets, by the way. It's looking likely, right? It's odds on favourite that we're going to hit. Kaboom. Wow. Okay, yeah. They've definitely improved the glider bomb, haven't they? Let's all agree on that right now. Because that was certainly not straight and level from optimum releasing 10,000 feet and all of what it used to be. I mean, it wasn't just 10,000, but you know what I'm on about. It was a very small window, and if you were too high, too low, too fast, too slow, it always messed up. Looks like my TGP is gone funny, so let's reacquire using the helmet and then switch back over to the TGP. Back to forward looking infrared mode. There's one. And this is the final glider bomb. Let's get the pylons ready to go as well, because they do add drag. In we come. Pitch up. And this time, why not? Bombs away. I assume we got it. Or was that somebody else? Or did it miss? Oh, it missed. Okay. Okay. So, you know, if you do a roll, it's not a guaranteed hit. With that said and done, let's switch over what other assortment of weapons do we have? Okay, the let's go CCIP mode, nose arm, and we've got free fall. Okay, let's have a look. Let's go for the guy that I was trying to hit before. Pickle, power on. I missed, but I got him, didn't I? I missed, but I got him. It's fun when they don't shoot back. You can just have a bit of fun flying around. You don't need to fly too tactically, which I guess I should switch that up later on. I believe there are some SAMs on the other side of the map. There's that truck next to the runway. We'll get him next. There's some SAMs at the other side of the map. I will have some fun with them. I'm sure he just went for the truck that I'm going for, and it looks like... Oh, he did get it in the end. Okay, he got it in the end. Oh, nice. It was the MI8. You don't often see them shooting things in multiplayer, that's for sure. Pickle. Got it. Did I damage my own plane? Don't think I did. Excellent. I was a bit worried there because the bomb, I was a little bit low. I only realised that after I pickled the bomb. Alright, so we got some laser guided bombs next. So let's go over to the medium targets. So mode automatic, defuse instantaneous, code, we'll go with the default, right? 1688. Yeah, we know. And step sides, code 1688. In on both sides, let's get the laser armed. And with that, and where are we? Waypoint number 2. Let's web desig that and see if we can find someone with the TGP. Let's go wide. This one does fire missiles up, if I remember, heat seekers, so got to keep your head on the swivel because there's no missile launch warning system in the F14, unlike the Mirage or the A10. Not that it's an all seeing eye, but it's a lot better than not having one. None are jumping out at me. I do wish the trees wouldn't glow up like that. I hope Eagle Dynamics hurries up and gets on with that flare thing. They were on about it years ago, and then they mentioned it again several months ago, and it'd be really nice if they did prioritize that. Is this one? No, it's a tree. For a minute it looked like something with an aerial on. Okay, so where are they? I'm not seeing any of them. Okay, let's go. Oh, they're all there. How can I not see them? They're just to the right of the. They're basically there. Oh, well, I'm seeing them now. I must have been... I don't know what went on there. I can see them now clearly. Right, let's lock this guy up. He's locked. You see, I mean, again, you fly high, all right? The heat seekers can't get you. Now that's what you should do, right? But it's a little bit boring if you're flying in such a way with impunity, so... Laser's ready to go. Let's get the trigger on. We are lined up. Burners on. Ten seconds. Here we go. Bombs away. I'm going to switch my laser on now. And let's fly this way. I assume that is all that I need to do. Looks like he's oh no, my laser lost oh no. Yeah. I went into the blind spot of the TGP. What an idiot. Right, let's try that again then. He gets to have a couple more drags on his smoke then, doesn't he, whoever's in there? Let's try that once more. Lock. Bombs away. See, I get it. I could just fly straight over, but I'm trying to avoid the clouds a little bit. Oh, I need to get that laser switch on quick. I forget about that resetting. Let's pull the trigger. Let's go to the bomb view. See, when it starts twitching like that, you know it's acquired its lock. Come on. TTI 0. Boom. Got it. Right. Next. Next. Here's one. Lock. Yeah, we've got fuel. Holding the pickle and bombs away. I'm going to pull the trigger manually. I know there's that auto thing, but I think if you pull it a bit sooner, the bomb's got more chance of hitting it. It acquires the target sooner and... What happened to that one then? Bomb's gone. What happened to that one? We've got the code in, right? 1688. Okay, let's try it again. I have no idea what happened to that one. The laser was lasing. Everything was in parameters. Just seemed to disappear, didn't it? There was no explosion. That's why I was looking that way. I wanted to see it. I mean, I do get things wrong, right? As you've seen all the time, but to my knowledge... Yeah, now we've completely lost. Okay. Bombs ready. We could get shot down, but it's my last weapon.
Altitude.
Bombs away. Lays in. You see, this is where it gets awkward. You can't see, so I'm going to be pre-flaring. Got him! Got him! Let's put the burners on, and I'm surprised I didn't take a shot. I was only at 6,000 feet. Are we rid of them all? We are. Let's jettison them. And with that, it's down over to the guns. And I'm going to get rid of this now. It's distracting, I find, when you're over to the guns. I used a shed load of flares there on that pre-flare. Where those rounds coming from? I'll just zoom out a little bit because of the risk of heat seekers. So, can I get him before he gets me is the question. Clearly, right, if it mattered, I wouldn't be flying like this.
Altitude. Altitude. Flight controls. Flight controls.
I don't understand why they're not shooting back. Oh shit. As in missiles.
All right, all right. Pull up, pull up. Pull up, pull up. Flight controls.
Got about 2,000 pounds of fuel left. How are we doing with gun? 454, plenty. Let's head over back to the easy and let's spray on some of them. There's only a very few that shoot back. I will get hit if I go there, I'm sure of it. After that, I'll pick a different aircraft because I'm pretty confident with this one. Could do with some practice in the F14 as well. So I'll probably go with that one. But I think what I'm going to do, I'll put my external lights on, and then if there is an enemy, they're more likely to shoot at you, even during the daytime. It does make a difference. I remember when they added that a few years ago, and it really does make a difference. The AI sees you sooner and they shoot at you more accurately, which is so it's well worth switching off if you're dealing with AI, unless you actually want them to shoot at you. Okay, there's that guy there right next to the piano keys. He's my target. Oh, that was a bit close, wasn't it? Okay. There's this guy just to my left. And there's somebody shooting. Perhaps he should take priority. He's just by the... oh, there's somebody else shooting as well. Okay, we need to pick up speed a bit. Perhaps I need to get rid of those external lights. Okay. So this guy was one of them. Oh, and it is that guy by the line. Okay. Who's shooting at me? Steeper that you come in, the more accurate your rounds are, right? But the more that you've got to pull out at the other end, so it's not all... Jeez, did you see how close those tracers were to my cockpit? And I've only got 800 pounds of fuel left, so I'm going to have to head home. Yeah. Home time. Out of the burners, or we won't make home. Guns off, air to ground mode off, avoiding the pylon. Master arm off, externals on, and landing lights on. Idle the engines. Here we are. And pull, getting that alpha to slow down the plane there. Dump the gear, dump the flaps, speed brakes. Anyone would think I'd done that before. And they'd be right. Touchdown. And how much fuel? 420. Blaze it. Okay. So I'm going to pick a different aircraft now. Maybe we should go with the F14. Why not? Gotta be honest, I have forgotten how to start the F14 up. So I will have to cheat and auto start it. Air to ground. Click, click. Alright. Auto start go, which is Windows key and home for those people that don't know. It does sometimes surprise me speaking. Some people don't even know that there even is an auto start, so there you go. Windows key and home, and you can see it's doing all its things there. Do we have any weapons by default? Oh, we do. Nice. We've got what looks like 3 Mark 82s on each side. And 2 GBU-12s on each side, and no missiles. Interesting that he didn't choose to strip this pylon. Go slick. Can't strip the end off, but you can strip this pylon here and here. And of course we've got the TGP underneath. Very nice. No fuel bag. What were we talking here? 148 feet. So we're about there. True heading. Yeah, I'd forgotten. This was the main thing that I'd forgotten how to do in the F14, and I know they've changed it a couple of times as well. And again, that's the killer, right? It's not just that you've got 20 different modules to learn, it's then that they change them a couple of times or more during the early access and all of that, and you just forget what to do. And I have no shame in admitting I've forgotten how to do this. It was like you've got to check it and you've got so many seconds to do it, otherwise it'll work or it won't. And either way. Let's put the parking brake on. I know that you can't arm the aircraft to do anything like that while it's aligning. You see, that's what I like about the F-18. You can put it into IFA mode even though it's not at all aligned, and it'll just carry on with the in-flight alignment as long as it's got the initial attitude done, which just takes, I don't know, 10-15 seconds. As long as you wait for that, you can do anything, and there's no degrading performance in it at all. You just literally can be flying around while it's aligning, and as long as you wait for that to complete before firing weapons, it works. And I'll be putting that in my video at the right time. So here it says auto start complete. There it says ready. S alt 212 feet, but really we're 148. I'm just wondering if that's wrong. Perhaps I should put 148 in there, enter, and then it changes it to 212. Not entirely sure what that's about. Either way, I'm just going to go with that. See, the auto start says it's ready, but clearly it's not. It's still in alignment. So let's put that over into nav mode. Hopefully that'll work. We'll soon see. Allow 20 feet. I like to go nice and low. Countermeasures. Let's put 2 chaff, but I really just think we need flares, so 2 chaff one time. Let's go 3. 0 flares, and up to program number 5. 6 flares, 0055 milliseconds apart one time. And no chaff on program 5. Save, come out of that. And I think we're ready. We've got manual in, program 1, yes. RWR on. Jammer on for what it's worth. Get the anti-call. Looks like we're good to go. Full power nose wheel steering off. Uncaging the burners. And this is example of needing that opposite controls there to stay on the runway because of that crosswind. Up we go. Wheels in. Master arm. Let's have a little look. Let's get rid of that. What we got here? We got some people needing help. Shall we try help those guys? Okay, let's do it. So I need to put the coordinates in. The steer point 1, 2, looks like 3 might be available. So let's go with steer point 3. Let's get rid of the Hemex for now. It's just a distraction. Autopilot. Okay, steer point 3. And it's Alt Y, I believe. 1, 2. Yeah, Alt Y. And the coordinates for these guys is north 41 56 745. North 41 56 745. Boom. East side, always with the 0 here, and we've got 4240391. 4240391. Boom. With an elevation of 6,848 feet. 6848. Okay, and with that we are direct waypoint 3. Let's come into air to ground mode, GBU 12. Why not? Why not? Get the laser ready. CCIP, we want CCRP for the GBU. Let's get the TGP over on the left for this. TGP on left. HSD. Transmit. Steer 2, steer 3. Cycle that. Okay, one bomb. That looks ready. So apparently we're there already, mind you. We're not a slow plane. TV, infrared. Unless I've ballsed my coordinates up. And that looks like a group of people. Okay, let's go direct. I feel like I've missed something out. That just seemed too easy. Okay, well, we're about to find out then. Let's... Bombs away. Firing the laser. Zooming out. Bang. Got them all. Okay, that was easy. It just did not seem easy. It just felt like I must have missed something, but clearly I didn't. Clearly I didn't. Okay, well, he's going to be happy. So, looks like we're entering a... You know, let's have some fun with this SAM site. First off, I need to put the coordinates in just vaguely because I'm skirting on the edge of the range ring there. Let's put the autopilot back on. Yeah, let's use the heading mode. Heading select, altitude hold, and while we're doing that, we don't need steer point 3 anymore, so let's recycle that waypoint. So, north. This is going to be a bit harder because of this SAM site rate, but it's still going to be fun. So, 4135608. 4135608. Boom. East side 0, and what we got? 4237440. 4237444. I'm going to be naughty and put 1 in. Yeah. Altitude 6,841. 6841. Boom. That'll do. Cycle the steer points again, 2 and 3, and with that switch over from TV. Yeah, let's go white hot. Let's play with the brightness. So down 3 or 4, then contrast up 3 or 4, and that always looks better. Let's zoom in, and I must have typed it in wrong because that does not look like a SAM site to me. That looks like a field. I forgot that the autopilot was on. Let's proceed south. Let's just check these coordinates vaguely. We've got 4135-608, 4135, yeah. And on the other side, we've got 4237, 4237-4. Okay, that matches. So what's going on? What is going on? Let's refresh. Could have been the terrain was masking it. And then the TGP locked onto the terrain. I don't know. Let's get rid of the autopilot. Take another look. Could that be it there? Just looks like trees to me. What's the problem? I mean, if we look on this screen, we can see the TGP. It's right in that area, so... I think I've just seen them. Where was the... because there were two clumps, weren't there? I don't want to... No, we'll just have to go for this one, I think. So let's lock that in. Looks like we've got two self-contained launchers. We've got a third one that looks like he's getting ready to fire. Or is it a search radar? Could be search radar. Okay, well, either way, let's take that one first then. So point track, let's lock that. This is where you wish you could sort of sling a couple of INS guided weapons over a hill. What else we got? We've got, yeah, forget laser guided. I think this is going to be, we could try loft a Mark 82. Let's try then. Yeah, it's an SA-11. I don't mind encouraging a couple of shots that I can dive away from. But it is a bit lame to drain a SAM site from an AI that is dumb, that knows no better, right? That's why it's always good to, if you make missions, put a truck with them that allows them to rearm, because otherwise people can just hide in a valley and get them to drain all their missiles and then go in and they just can't do anything, which is... people use their heads right, but it's lame. It looks like that. There we go. We saw the missiles actually firing out. Okay, so this is a dumb bomb. Let's see how accurate the lofting is. Again, if you can do this with INS guided, this is a guaranteed kill, right? But not with Mark 82, that's for sure. You might have some luck with the Mark 84. I'm holding the weapon release, and that was fairly close. Okay. Autopilot hold. Let's switch to the Mark 82. Let's see how accurate that unguided... Holy moly, look how accurate that is. Wow. I am really impressed with that. What? I cannot believe that we killed those 2 units. I thought that had missed. I was just blown away with an unguided weapon how accurate that was. And it ended up killing 2 of them. Alright, little things excite me, but wow. Okay, wow. Let's take another peek. Okay, looks like we've our TGP lost lock. Wow, okay, we managed to get a missile hitting the... Oh no, it detonated in the air. Okay. Looked like it crashed on this side of the hill, which would have been strange, but... Okay, steer point 2 and 3, let's... No. We need to keep recycling that because I need to get another lock. Need to come over the brow of the hill first. Okay, let's try it now. 2 and 3. 2 and 3. It's not having it, is it? There we go. Okay, let's do that again. So let's lock this guy this time. Right, the position's locked. So I'm going to try same again. I'm going to try lofting an unguided 82 over the hill and see if we can be as lucky again. I'm just blown away that A, it was even as accurate as it was, and then B, that it managed to kill anything at all. Again, if it was a Mark 84, it wouldn't have surprised me, but with a Mark 82... Right, let's get this lined up, pulling up, ignoring those flickers as best we can. There we go. And... Oh, I was way off that time. We just need to escape the threat ring. Wow, that's a lot of missiles just... Do you know what? Sorry, I missed the view. There were too many missiles in the air. I don't think that was too far off. Let's get some height and get a BDA in and because that was close, even though I completely messed up my shot. Wow. I think I got some more. Okay, so we've got this guy next. Maybe I didn't. It was I did lose it to the left because I'm on level ever since I'm not level ever since I fired that single laser guided off, and even though you can trim it out every time you push and pull the stick, it's gonna be I'm just looking now. If I come at it more from sort of along that tree line, I've got an easier escape route. So let's get the speed on. How am I doing for fuel? I'm all right. Right, let's try this again. Speed on. Ignoring the flicker to the side. And pulling the pickle and bomb away. defending. Out of burner. Autopilot on. Get past these missiles that don't seem to be dying, and there's the Mark 82. Oh my, I am so impressed with that. Wow. Hey, Eagle Dynamics, good job. Do you know, I do give them their fair of stick, but that was an unguided weapon lofted over a hill by about, what, 2 or 3 miles? And how accurate was that? It was bullseye. I can't believe... Oh, I'm... Okay. I'm really pleased I did this today, because I knew you could do that with INS guided bombs, but wow. With a Mark 82? From so far away? So... I'm sure there was some other site here as well, so let's be careful. Put it into perhaps I can find something to get rid of that lopsided GBU. I'm convinced there was something else here. I can't just have chucked a couple of Mark 82s over the hill and that'd be it. Wow. I'm really glad I got it on camera as well, because that was like, that's the sort of thing that once every 6 months you have something like that in DCS where it was just like such an amazing thing, and you just think, if I said this in forums, no one's ever going to believe me, but not that I would do anyway, I don't care. But there was a time when I did, and lofting a Mark 82 from miles away twice. There's the launch. I didn't actually, I saw the trail, but I didn't see where it came from, and apparently it's still, no, it can't have. Okay, GBU 12, CCIP, yeah, that needs to be over to the RPs. And, it's about now that I wish I had that, SAM site finder thing aboard, but I don't. But it's must be more that way. Oh, and I think I found it. I have indeed. Okay. Zoom in once more. Let's go for the center. We've locked it. Look at this guy, he's going to raise his missiles up and fire at me. Okay, it was one of his mates, but either way, time to go. We got all the targeting info that we need. There's the missiles, but... Okay, there's too much of a distance from here, so we'll go around. Yeah, okay, bingo. So we do need to head back as well, but oh no, we can't fire the laser guided. There was too much. I need the we've got to try our luck with the Mark 82s again. So let's do it. CCRP mode in. Target is as it was before. So there's the target behind this hill. Let's nose up, start pulling up. Ignore that flicker. Come on, come on, come on. holding the button, and bombs away. Defending. I was perhaps a little slow there, to be honest. I thought it was closer than it was, otherwise I would have put a bit more power into that. So let's hide. Autopilot on and quickly... There it is. Finally, those AIM 120s are dead. Wow. Look at it. It's heading right for it. Wow. Okay. It didn't kill them all, but it certainly took a lot off, didn't it? It looked good. Have we got one more? I know we're post bingo here, but I think we got one more, so come on. If I don't just waste fuel, I'm sure we can get another one off. I do just need to take a peek first, because I think they'll have moved. Wow. I think I maybe did get them all. Oh shit! I thought I was behind the hill. Oh. Oh well. That brings an end. Yeah, okay. That was some good fun. Learned something new there. I haven't set many of these things up. But what I could do... Something else where I've set the weapons up. Come on. Let's try World War II. Mosdoc. What's this? CAS or is this CAS or CAP? Let's find out. I always start you with the trim way too high on this. Looks like it's combat air support with this. Okay, so we've got the guns, we've got the Messerschmitt. Let's go for it. I think it was this way, wasn't it? Just checking my controls are right. I think so. Let's put them on screen, and are we heading the right way? Yeah, it's off the end of the runway. It's basically, we line up with the end of the runway. Yeah, the target should be up front somewhere. Okay, then this is going to be it for me after this one. There they are. I'll just do a weapons check. Yep. Have we got the MW50 on? We do. I don't know if they'll shoot back or not, so The main difference between the German and the American planes is the German had fewer rounds but larger, so you just needed to get fewer on target, but you couldn't spray for as long or you'd run out. The Americans, you had more ammo, so you had to get more on target to kill it, but it also meant you had more to not get on target to mess around. And I see the philosophy behind both of those concepts. I'm not sure which I prefer, but I can certainly see why both have got their good points and bad points. So far, nobody's shot back at me. I'm sure they used to shoot back, or maybe I'm imagining it. There's a guy down there. Did you see him? Messed that up, didn't I? Didn't give myself enough room. Ah, there they all are. Someone shooting at me there. I didn't quite see. It might have been that dude. I'm gonna keep my eyes on him. As best I can. Shit. I was trying to trim up then, not shoot at the end. It's because this microphone thing gets in my way pulling at the when I'm pulling at the extremes. I've tried to move it out the way. Where have they gone? I see him. That must have got him. I know it says damaged 56%, but surely I got him. Do I keep missing that van, or is it one of those indestructible ones? Because, alright, I maybe didn't kill it, but it didn't register anything. So I'm just going to leave it and go for the other ones. Oh. Don't know what went wrong with my view there, but... let's recenter it. There we go. That's something you don't have to do in VR, by the way, for those who are maybe wondering. You center it once at the start of your session and that's it. I don't know why Track IR is so temperamental, but I took some shots from someone there. So let's jink. 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 How are we doing for fuel? Plenty. Gonna run out of ammo long before we run out of fuel. It's this guy who I supposedly shot. I've got him 98% dead now. Is he still going to be shooting at me? Impressive that he's managed to put rounds in the top of my wing while shooting at me from the front. It's the sort of magic that you get only in the DCS world. Then again, if it was real, I certainly am no Eric Hartman, who, by the way, flew with the Messerschmitt all the way through the war. They tried to get him to convert to the jet, the Messerschmitt 262, but he didn't want to. He wanted to remain with his squadron, and did so until the last day of the war, where he notched up his 352nd kill on VE Day. That's right, that's Eric Hartman. 352 kills. On several occasions he basically became an ace in a day, and on one time he shot down 10 aircraft in one day, which would qualify him as being an ace twice. Not many people that have shot down that many aircraft at all, never mind in a day. There's another guy. Yeah, I was looking into, you know, who got the most kills in World War II, all those kind of things, and yeah, some interesting stuff. Hartman, and he was interviewed in the 1980s on some home video camera shortly before his death. He actually, after his time in the prisoner of war camp was over in Russia, surrendered to the Americans, but they'd already arranged that any Germans that were fighting against the Russians would be handed back over from the Americans to the Russians, and he was a prisoner of war for 10 years. But when he came back to Germany around 55, he joined the newly formed Luftwaffe and went on to fly the Sabre. Was one of the people that was against the F-104 Starfighter. I'm not sure why, but that's what cost him his career, basically. And then he opened a few flying schools. Imagine that, right? You've got a pretty good motto to sell your flying school there. Fighter ace of all time. Oh shit. Do you know what? We've taken on so much damage, I think it's time to go home. Yeah, so let's RTB. The base is only over there. I think we've done pretty well there. I'll just put in my 2 pence about the fighters in World War II, and that is no matter which side that you were on, they had this respect for one another that just didn't seem to be in elsewhere. A little bit in the Navy maybe, but mostly these, you know, the Air Forces had a respect for one another, and you hear that in the post-war interviews with all pilots on all sides. They talk about this respect, and I guess the thing that gets me in trying to do research on the war, it's actually not as easy to do as you might think unless you're literally going to go with the official narrative all the way. And I'll give you the main sort of example that I'll give is the thing to do with fighter races, all right? And that is that you can tell the these articles and these historical books and all the rest of it are often biased. And the way that they'll bias is the following. It's that if the German got many kills, they'll say, oh, that's because he was in a target-rich environment. In other words, the reason he got many kills was there were so many people to shoot at. And then if the shoe's on the other foot, i.e. the Germans were dominant in a certain area, the reasons that the Germans did so well is, well, they outnumbered the enemy. So I'm thinking, well, hang on. Which is the advantage then, to have more than the enemy or to have less than? Because the way that these articles are written, sometimes it's like, well, it depends. Depends which side we're talking about. If we're talking about the Germans, it didn't matter if they were at an advantage or a disadvantage, they were always at an advantage. It was the other side. And it just, yeah, and you just think, you know, can't people be honest about things? And I guess not. I guess people like to hear what they want to hear, and if you don't tell them what they want to hear, well, they don't want to hear it. And yeah, so with that, until next time, we've managed to limp home in this badly damaged Messerschmitt. Doesn't sound too healthy, does it, on the runway? But we've made it. So until next time, take care. Thanks for watching. It's been fun. Have a good one.